Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Odelia.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so guys, we just went live. We are jumping in very quickly here, but we'll hang out and chat and hopefully get as many live viewers as possible. I know I did a lot of promotion of this morning, so I'm curious to see who's going to show up live. But if you are watching the replay, please don't hesitate commenting, giving us your personal insights, asking questions, and of course, letting us know in the comments that you made the replay.
Yes.
So Odelia.
Hey. Trying to get my phone set. Trying to get settled. Okay, here.
Let's zen it out. This is a serious conversation, potentially sensitive. What are we here to talk about? Tell the people.
We are here to talk about, a couple things really. We're here to talk about this sort of the state, the 411, that dating us, the 411 on the state of live sales today, and to introduce our course on this exact subject.
Yes.
Yeah. First announcement, right?
Our first lot. I think we did like a random.
That's right.
It was something like in January, but like this is our announcement of when the course will be available. Like we're actually putting a fire under our butts.
Right. Yeah.
By May 1st. So I see some eyeballs. Let us know if you're tuning in and also share this out. Especially if you're watching in the page, if you're in the group, you unfortunately can't share out from the group. But we would love to spread this information, maybe have, some other communities sort of pitch their, ideas, what they've seen, what's worked, what's not worked. This is definitely not just a vintage and Luxe Boss Babes conversation. And Odelia, you say it so well, where you're like, it's about giving back, and not like keeping the gate closed to useful information.
Yeah, I think it's important to start there, don't you? I think when people go, oh, well, they're doing a course on live sales, well, that's just going to hurt other pages or hurt my business. Okay, first of all,
right.
Nobody that learns anything from us is going to say, okay, we're only going to shop with you guys now because we learned it from you. Or we're only going to use it on your page because we learned it from you. Hey, Debbie. The point is, I think that it's just like when we talk about how when we all post, we discover more customers. We basically dig up more customers that way. The more we post, the more we create. It's the same thing. If we are giving, we are promoting content, or you and I are sort of creating content. Well, we are creating content on how to do a better live sale and all the things that go with it. These are skills that you don't use on Vintage Boss Babes alone. You're going to take it to your own website and your own Facebook page and your own, wherever you're doing live sales, other people's pages. And it is part of giving back, but it's very cyclical, because wherever you're uncovering more customers, it's good for all of us. So we never create content, in other words, to say, but you can only use that content here on our page. That's ridiculous. We want everybody to just do well wherever they're sharing their goodies.
Here. So well said. Thank you for that. It's always kind of like counterintuitive, or like to the contrary. When we think about business growth, sometimes it's about giving more than asking.
Yeah.
It's about actually increasing competition to increase sales. Like, these are things that if you haven't been in business long enough to understand, you are going to be in a more scarcity mindset around it.
Right.
But it's true. Like today, just, I've noticed like a lot of people posting.
Today was a good day for a lot of sellers. Debbie, you're on here, right? Debbie's on fire. I think people get the idea that when, I don't know, I think there's just this mindset where if there's no competition, they do better. If there's no competition, there's no customers. If there's no customers, if there's no competition, there's no demand. So, it's kind of like when I started eBay 20 years ago. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of competition. There wasn't a lot of sales either. I mean, I had sales, but not near like the amount that came later when we had more sellers and more demand, and more sellers means more competition means more demand, which mourns buyers, and it's very cyclical. And I think it's a shame that we have gotten in. There's still some of us still stuck in that mindset. If competition means scarcity for someone else, that's not the case.
Yeah. I was just
hey, Bon.
Hi, Bonnie. There's a reason that, like, in 1950s America, when people were leaving the cities, strip malls were invented.
Yeah. For the suburbs, exactly.
Because multiple businesses in a row drives people to those areas. We all go to thrift stores in the middle of nowhere, but we are a special breed. So we're not like the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So Odelia, so how would you describe the Crushing Your Live Sales with Confidence and Charisma course that we are opening doors to officially on May 1st?
Yay, we are officially opening it. Well, first of all, it's not, I think the first thing is you might think it's only for new sellers. And don't get me wrong, this is absolutely perfect for new sellers who are just going, I don't even know what a live sale is. I don't even understand any of it. But there's also a good, mean, average, like, lot in the middle who don't do them very much, but who post, who buy, who sell, but have not really not really grabbed the power of the live sale or type of live sale type situation, because it's just still too foreign to them or too nerve-wracking, or and that's what this whole course is about. It starts, first of all, with all the things you need to know that tell you to convey to you that you can do it no matter who you are. Shy, not shy, used to speaking in public, not used to speaking in public. Think, new to the business, not new to the business. Feel confident with everything, every aspect of your business, or still have tons that you're scared about, your inventory and your pricing and blah, blah. I mean, it is literally for everybody. I just liken it to how many years, like, I was on static sites, usually 10 at a time, sometimes a dozen at a time.
Wow.
And I would just go, and I would have I would do some type of market or a trunk show or something different. And I'd be like, see, if I could just get more people to see my stuff at once, if I could just get more people to see my stuff at once, and then boom, look, we're here. And you and I are going to, and you because you're on the edge of that technology, that even the live shows are changing and changing. They'll be different a year from now and different, after that.
Yeah.
Right now, it is still a very much a viable way to get your things, in front of people. And for so long, I was like, if I could just get my stuff in front of more people at once, for years, and boom, here we are. And there's a lot of people not taking advantage of it just because they're not used to it. It's very foreign, or they feel like they don't have the confidence, or they don't have the personality, or they don't have, whatever, the right stuff, or it's just simply not true. There is a market for everybody.
So Bonnie just quickly asked, what are static sales? So Bonnie, that's just like on eBay, Poshmark.
Oh, I was on static sites, eBay. I started on eBay like 101 years ago. And I think it was still run by, like, I don't know, little hamsters. eBay, Poshmark, all of that. Those are just static sites that aren't really where your things just kind of stay, and then they sell when they sell. Yeah.
Yep.
As opposed to the social media, boom, 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 and live sales and stuff. That's all that means.
Yeah. Awesome.
Website's a static site.
Yeah. Static it's kind of like it doesn't move. Like, that's what that word means. Like, maybe even solid is another way versus a live.
Yeah. Right.
It's not listed per se.
Right. It's not moving. It just kind of stays still, and then people come to it when they come to it. Yeah.
Yeah. If they find it versus
if they find it, as opposed to live sales where we're shoving it in your face.
Exactly. And so, guys, when we decided to create this course, we decided to create something that was going to be really compact. And so every module has a video.
Yeah.
Some are up to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
They all have captions on the videos. So whatever if you just want to read it. You're also going to get a transcript of the video.
Absolutely. You don't have to watch the video, but we're pretty fun.
Yeah. And a written portion to the video, which complements what that module is.
Right.
And so this course, it is going to basically introduce any beginner seller to how to go from zero to hero very quickly. Right. But for those of us that have been selling, in terms of live sales for 3-4 years, there are going to be things in this course that you either needed to be reminded of that you're not doing, or you might not have even been aware of. Right. And they're just going to be the tweaks that make your income soar. There's this expression that's like small shifts, radical change.
Right.
So I know, like, I'm always learning. I'm always out there just pulling in information. Right. And so we've really designed this course to be, we hope, not just your guide to hosting live sales successfully, but your source of motivation for it. Because we have seen people get, disgruntled, maybe in their heads about certain things, certain people, certain platforms. But really what's within the seams or within the pages, quote unquote, of this live sale course is a reminder that, like, this is, a choose your own destiny, right, choose your own level of success career. And Odelia, having been someone, and I'm just going to put you on a pedestal, having been someone who came to live sales fairly recently, and I've seen, I've witnessed her sell thousands of dollars in a small window of time, is one of many, because there's many of us hitting those levels, but one of many examples, of resellers at home making, for some people, an income that took them 20 years to get to, which is the most depressing part. The most depressing thing is when I hear friends and I'm like, you work for who and you make what? Yeah. And it's not just all about the money, but at the end of the day, it's very helpful for us to keep moving forward. So there is a wait list, guys. I'm just going to put this call out there, and I will be posting it in the group later. But it is a wait list. It is an email list for you guys to get information about the early bird registration, which will be a reduced cost. We will have limited seats for that. Most likely because we might do some sort of bonus live offering, and we can only have a container for so many people for that. Right. And then we are probably going to open up the doors to some sort of scholarship. And that's just so that we can continue to give back and, allow those who might not have been able to afford the course to possibly have a chance to level up their resale businesses. So May 1st is the day, which is literally in a month and like 10 days, or 8 days. What day? No,
yeah.
No, it's the 28th. What day is it?
Oh my gosh, is it?
3 days. This
oh my gosh, it's going so crazy. Yeah. I think that I just wanted to just chime in on what you said, because I think
please do.
I think the best way also to describe it is, if you've been doing live sales, is the one thing that I think that discourages people is they'll have a great live sale and then terrible live sale. And this, if it was on a graph, it's like this, just kind of all over the place. And the idea of of the course is to just get you to think about things you haven't thought about, or reiterate some things you might have forgotten, so that your live sales are going like this. Steady up. None of this like roller coaster. Nobody wants to have a good live sale and then just plummet and then do it. I mean, that would drive me nuts. I want my sales, my lives, I want everything in my business to be steady, because I'm doing the right things, and up. And that's what this course is helping us do. Just kind of leveling off, leveling up, and leveling off, leveling up your live sales with confidence and charisma is the name of the title. And that's what we mean. We're just trying to tweak those things so that you don't get discouraged. You're not having these like all over the place live sales, that you're just doing the same things all the time, taking a few tips and making them your own, and just crushing your lives. I mean, you can't have a fabulous live sale every time, But you can make great sales every time. You can make great sales every time, whether it's through the live and the after sale and blah, blah, blah. But that's what the course is for.
And you can attract new customers every time.
Yes.
And you can build relationships that you take off the live sales every time.
Yeah, that's the best.
The secret to business is truly optimism. Right now I have almost $6,000 in credit card debt because of my business. And I've been here before, and I know Odelia's been there, right?
Yeah.
And it's so even though things can seem like, wait a second, is this working? Yeah. It's understanding what the formula is to keep going. And with more experience, witnessing things working, then you don't get so uncomfortable. Right. Exactly. It becomes more of a plug and chug, which takes away from some of the creativity, I guess. But that's where you start to sort. That's why we enjoy the sourcing part, because that's
the fun part. But yeah, I think if you have some guidelines, if you've got some things that we are telling you will work, things that will work for you, if you just kind of keep them alive, do your due diligence and do it every time. I think that's when you'll feel more confident, and that's where the fear and the stress come in. When you're not feeling confident, when you have no idea what's going to happen, and you get scared, we get fearful, and we get stressed, and it shows in our live sale. And that's what we're trying to help avoid. And it is possible to just have stay in the moment and have fun and do great sales. And that's kind of what all our content is about, taking away the stress and the fear, because that sucks. And it doesn't, first of all, look good because it comes across that way. And also, who doesn't want to have fun? Who wants to live like that? I don't want to do a live sale because I get so stressed and I'm scared and I don't want to do it. No, I mean, everyone gets nervous. I get nervous for every live sale because I want to do my best, but I'm confident that I'm doing the right things. So I'm not too worried.
And that, and I just wanted to shout out Shirley because, Shirley, you will have your chance to come back for sure.
Is that Shirley? I gotta put my eyes on.
You're doing all the right things because you're building your customer base by posting in the group.
Yeah.
And that customer base will show up for your live sale. And we talk about, we don't want to give away the farm here, but we talk about that in the course, which is
big time.
A big part of success is being active in the community where you're selling. Right. And so you're doing the right things. So I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised when you have that chance to actually go live. And I remember your last live, and it was a hit. It was a lunchtime live. I remember your results very clearly.
You're definitely on the right track, Shirley. I've seen your posts, and you're getting more active in the group. And I love I think your pick your six. That's a pretty cool idea. No, you're in the right. The universe is not against you. We just got to clear away some of the negative thoughts and stuff.
Which that's a great segue. So I'm going to introduce Odelia over here. She's going to lead a presentation. Well, it's actually not that serious. A conversation, a personal conversation that I hope as many people as possible can watch, because the state of live sales has changed. We are maybe year 4. Wait, let me do the math here. Yes, we're within year 4 of live sales here on Facebook, to my knowledge. Trends change, behavior, the behaviors of customers change, the platforms themselves change. And Odelia, she, came in right at the end of sort of a big, I guess, height of success, right, of lives, of selling out in a live sale, essentially.
Yeah.
There'd be 50 people at a live, blah, blah, blah. Things have changed. And not just for you. If you think that you're the only one, this portion of this live stream is going to give you some insights into the fact that this is happening for everyone. And Odelia is going to share her personal story so that you can get an understanding of what is ahead, and that you're encouraged to stay the course, like Shirley said. And, shameless plug here, you're encouraged to grab our course when it comes out May 1st, because the course is designed to be relevant to right now.
Yeah, it really is.
So I'm going to say bye, guys, temporarily, because I am going live, actually. And I've been preparing all day. I just have to get my wrap together.
Yeah.
And it's 7:25, and I go live in a little bit, like a little bit more than an hour. So I'm going to go off camera and let Odelia take it from here. And I told her before this, I said, it will be better that I'm not interrupting you because you'll get really into it and really passionate.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, and yeah, just jump back in when we're we've got a lull, and we got a few minutes for here. Okay, for sure. We'll see you in a bit.
I will. And if you guys have questions or comments, I'll be checking, I guess it's going to be like a 15-minute sort of break from me, and I will put them live on the screen. So don't hesitate.
Yes, definitely. Ask whatever questions you want. Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
Okay, I'm going to jump. Take it away, Odelia.
All right. She said presentation. I'm like, I don't have a presentation. I just put my lipstick on like 10 minutes ago. I'm going to move this so you don't see my step ladder. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hello again, Odelia, styled by Odelia. Yeah, we sort of introduced the course in that, and Shirley brought up a really good, like a great segue into this when she was talking about, I feel like, the universe is against me and I'm not doing so well. It's kind of every time I take 2 steps forward, I take a 2 steps back kind of thing. And we hear that a lot right now. And the fact is, the key in this course, I think, is continuity and just knowing the right things to do and doing them every time. Just a few things, some tips from us, and knowing that like we cannot control the universe. We can't control what's going to happen. But if you're prepared and you're confident and the right and you have some steps to follow, then you're going to do better. You're going to improve. Your sales are going to improve. And so is your confidence and your attitude and all that. And that's what the course is kind of the basis is. Just when it says leveling up with confidence and charisma, it's basically us giving you the tools and the tools and the continuity for you to feel confident next time you go into it. And it takes away that fear and that stress. And what we're talking about tonight is the state of live sales. And she started it off. Yes, things are very different. Like when I started I'm relatively new. I'm very new to live sales. I was on static sales for almost 20 years. And I had 20 years in this business, in October. Remember, because I had those giant 20 balloons, 2 and 0 balloons for behind me in my live sales for like everything in my post and everything for like a month. Because they were like $30 balloons and I didn't want to throw them away. But they were like, so it's really exciting. But just as things, posting on eBay and all that has changed so much in the last 20 years since I started, so have live sales changed in just the year and a half that I joined social media sales. For one thing, I took to it. Full disclosure, I definitely am used to talking in public in this other area of my life. So it wasn't that difficult for me to make the switch to the camera. But I did really well my first live sale. And then they just went like kabloom after that, just went gangbusters. And I was super excited. But what's happened in the last few months, and I'm sure, and I hear people talk about this all the time, is it's not happening anymore, or there's not as many people, or there's in my life, because there's so many more live sales. There's so much competition. It's not even worth doing. And there's just too many channels out there, too many pages, too many people doing their own thing. And like, I can't get, and yes, that's all true. And what we were talking about at the very beginning here tonight was competition does not equal scarcity. It equals demand, and more and more demand is great. What's happening right now, and I'm noticing very much, I noticed this, I had to change my own mindset, was when I started not selling out or doing like these amazing numbers live, I was like, what is going on? Too many lives and blah, 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 blah. And I thought the same thing. And then I had to realize this is just how, I had to calm down and realize this is sort of the state of where we're at. And that's where I started realizing, so now we're not selling I'm selling as much sometimes. I doubled, just for example, 2 lives ago, doubled my live sales on the replay sales. So we have to differentiate replay sales from after sales. But yeah, replay sales and after sales are actually two different things, but that's kind of where we're at now. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about as well. That's a whole module. That's what we're talking about tonight, but it's a whole module in our course, is the power of the replay sale. Now, we think replay is we turn the bot on and just hope for the best. We leave the bot on and hope for the best, and then I'm going to go to bed, and when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to have all these new sales, and that's great, and that happens too, and that's awesome, because who doesn't want to watch lives at their leisure? I am the first to admit I'd rather watch somebody's live later on my sofa and see what's left than catch it live, because I have so much going on and I have a very short attention span. So it's hard for me to go through an entire live right there. That's okay. I'm not alone. So that's where the bot and the replay sale come. But there's also the after sale. And the after sale is just as important. One of the things I do, for example, is I always, always, always announce at the end of my live and several times during my live, hey, put hashtag replay if you're watching this. And don't forget, I'm going to be around the next all weekend long or the next 24 hours or whatever it is to answer any questions you have about pieces you saw here, or maybe something you didn't get, or something you didn't claim, or something you missed. I might have another one, and I'm going to be around to answer questions, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to be around to answer questions, blah, blah. And I say it 3 or 4 times because I mean that. And invariably, I will have messages before I've even got off the live, because that's where we want to garner the after sale. And the after sale is, I know you didn't claim this, and I'm sorry you missed it, but you know I have something really similar. Do you like it? Or I know that you bid on this, or you tried to claim 2 of these, and I have another one, or I have another in the same color, or I see you got this one. Did you know I have another one in another color? Do you like to look at that one too? That's the after sale. That is, that's the power of the after sale. And really, it's just not so much upselling like they say in sales and real estate. I hate that word. It's about making the shopping experience easier for your customer. I know that when I win something, God knows I'd rather get a box of some things I won than like 2 or 3 pieces. And when a jewelry dealer comes to me and goes, did you know I have more of those? Would you like to see them? Yes, I would. Because A, I want to save on shipping. And B, I don't have to go try to bid the next auction. Yeah, I do want that. That's the power of the after sale. It's also, I will, for example, I did a what's left video yesterday for Debbie's and my jewelry sale this weekend. That is something that I did not used to do. And I know Sammy's always trying to push, do your what's left videos. And I'm like, I don't have that much left, so I'm good. I don't do that. Well, I do have pieces left out because of the way that the live sale is moving. More competition, that kind of thing. And by the way, just for the record, if you have, I think people get really, I'm going to stop here and say people get really hung up on the number of people that are watching at any given time. I watch people get obsessed with that number. Let me tell you something. I'd rather have 15 people, 13 people on my live who are staying through the entire live and are buying than 40 people, 50 people who are just, playing looky-loo and having fun and not doing anything. I'd rather have, a dozen people who stay through the entire live and watch every moment and see every piece and bid on the pieces they want. So we need to stop focusing on that little eyeball, because it's not where the sales are, not in that eyeball. Okay. So the eyeball may have gone down in the last few months with all the competition. That's fine. But that's where things have had to change. Now, like I said, I've started to do what's left videos. And guess what? That is an amazing way to garner an after sale, because people will ask questions and I will automatically, rather than stop, I don't even stop to take pics. I will just shoot a little video of that piece. It's so much faster, and go, hey, and I will talk during the video and go, hey, I know you were asking about this, or hey, I see that you didn't win this. What about you think about this one? Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to put it on my what's left. I'm going to put it on my what's left video, but if you want it first, let me show you first. That's the after sale. You're just, I think people think that they're being pushy, or I'm just trying to create a better experience for the shopper, a greater shopping experience, because that's what I want. I want people to come to me when I win something and go, I see your taste, or I think I know your taste. Let me show you some other things. Yeah, much easier. And that's the power of the after sale. And what else? Sammy, can you yell out any other things? So we are definitely going to be talking about the power of the replay sale, the after sale on our module. I would really appreciate having the after sale if you notice that I missed a piece and you have something similar. Yes, absolutely. I love that. It's because that's what I want people. And I think as sellers, we think we shouldn't be doing that. Like we're being pushy, like the sale's over. If I didn't make any sales, well, then I just suck and I'm not going to do it. And that's not true. I had one of my best customers come to me after the sale and go, thank you for that live sale, because I don't know what was going on with so-and-so's internet, but they were beating me on everything. And I just got disgusted and I left. And, but I love your stuff so much and thank you. And she didn't even go, she just said on your video, I'm not even going to go claim, just, I want this and this. Yeah, absolutely. And do you have anything else like it? You're basically creating a better shopping experience for your buyer. And wouldn't you want someone to go, hey, I like what you picked. You claim this, I have a few more. If you just want to look, I always go, no pressure. I just want to show you some other pieces so you don't have to wait till my next live sale and you don't miss it. That's the power of the after sale. And there's so many other ways that you can do that. And we get way into it in the module, but yeah, that's what we're basically talking about, how the live sale has changed. And there are many ways to change with it.
That's the point, right?
That's the point.
We are changing with the changes.
And thank you, Angela. That was great. That was a great point.
Yeah, thank you, Angela. And if anyone else has any comments, or if you're like experiencing a aha, I was over there and I was like, yeah, that's right. That's live, right? So like I might have 12 people on my live sale, but like, yeah, no, I'm not going to.
No, I tell people all the time, I don't need 40 people, 50 people, 60 people on my live watching. I need, what I love is I will often have 10, 15, 19 people on my live that stay the entire time, and they're the ones watching a bit. That's what I want. I want y'all, because you're interested in what I'm doing, and so I'm performing for you. I want to show you what I have because you are obviously interested in the pieces I have. That's who you want in your sale. Stop watching that little eyeball. Nobody cares how many lookers you have. Okay, we want to know how many customers you want. How many customers do you want? And and I think people get really down about it. Nobody was at my sale. That's okay. Did you follow up on those after sales? Did you put that what's left in and make it easier for, like I said, when I had this realization myself, right? It was on Sammy's sale. I had a sale where I just did not have a lot of sales. I didn't have a lot of sales during the sale. And I was like, Sammy, WTF? It's me. What's happening? And then
you had a little breakdown. And I remember when I said that to you. And then like an hour later.
I did. And then I was like, all right, focus, Odelia. Yeah. And guess what? I more than doubled my sales on the replay sales and pushing those after sales, because I was just making a better shopping experience for the customer. I wasn't being pushy or anyway. These are just ways that we take what's happening to the live sale and go with it. Oh, Gina's here. Mm-hmm. Do you showy or pushy afterwards to post? Afterward, no, absolutely not, Gina. No. Think about if you're the customer, and I do this, I talk about this about my jewelry. I'm very active in jewelry auctions, too active, but jewelry auctions and jewelry sellers are just so great at this because they know that we're addicted to certain types of jewelry and we're going to keep coming back, right? But they understand that people don't always want to search for stuff. Don't get me wrong, the live is fun. Who doesn't like that energy, that like, oh my God, I won. But sometimes, how good does it feel for someone to reach out to you and go, I see where your taste is. I understand. I get what you want. I like what you want. How would you like to see some more pieces? To pay that attention to you, to acknowledge that you were there. And I go very deep also and I am an over like appreciator. I'm very grateful for everything that God and the universe brings it. And I always like want to over appreciate my customers. And that's just another way to do it, because I think everybody wants to be acknowledged. Everyone wants to, that's why I try to go out of my way to say hi to people and acknowledge and talk to them on the live. I think as human beings, we want to be acknowledged and part of a community. And really, this is just an extension of that. So don't feel like you're being pushy, Gina. I feel like make it kind of, try to talk to yourself about how you're reaching out to somebody and acknowledging them. I noticed you like those 80s earrings. I love them too. And I have more if you'd like to see them, and, save on shipping. It's not pushy at all. And I always like out of habit, I go, no press. I just want to like show you in case you're interested. Some people don't want to have to search for things. They want things to be, brought to them like we're kind of in a boutique showing them things. It's nice to acknowledge people, but I mean, you don't have to be pushy about it at all. I'm not pushy. I hope I'm not pushy. One of my best customers says, I love that about you. You show me things and I never feel pressured to buy. So that's the point. But we are rolling with the way that the live sale is going, and the live sale is moving. Nothing stays the same. It either gets better or gets worse, but nothing stays the same. And as much as I liked how the live sale was for me in the first 6 months, it's changed. Things change, and things are going to be changing in a year. And we're just trying to, help you find the ways to roll with them.
Yeah. And the most important thing is to remember that, if it were easy, everyone would be doing it.
Yes.
It's not to say that it's hard. It just becomes hard because we decide that we can't do it, and that we're it's not out there for us. But the reason that I always tell people market your live sale until you feel annoying is because people will see it and they will want to come, and then they will want to buy from you. And for some people that feels hard, but it feels easy when you just go, oh yeah, I'm just going to market it until I feel annoying, because then I know people are going to show up. And even if they can't show up during the live, they're going to watch the replay. Even if they can't watch the replay, they're going to message me. So I have someone that she messaged me this morning. She knows I have 10 more pairs of denim, and she wants me to send them to her so she can try them on and then buy what fits, and that's all an extension of my last live sale, which was days ago. So again, it's easy once that confidence is there, and we recognize that a lot of sellers are maybe a 5 or a 6 from a scale of 1 to 10, and they want to hit that 8, 9, 10 level. They don't know how to, but once you get this course, you get the information, you start hitting those levels. So long as you continue to do what you know to do, it just becomes easy. And so it's, So thank you guys for tuning in. And Odelia, thank you for sharing.
Sure. Sorry, I dragged you back out of your rack. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It looks a lot better than before.
Those it does. It does look better.
As I think through what my game plan for tonight is, I'm taking a lot of this information in again. Which is why, I really do from the bottom of my heart encourage everyone to sign up for the wait list. Because there is going to be something in this live course for you. For everyone. But we're also, there's so much that's going to happen. We're going to do a little free webinar.
I know, we're doing so much to promote this because we want to just have,
oh my God.
Gosh, we want everyone to do well. Again, we have to get everybody confident enough doing live sales so there's more competition, more demand, more movement, more customers. And it's more fun. Yeah, for sure.
I'm really glad, Gina, because you have excelled and you will continue to excel. So stay the course.
Stay the course.
Thank you, Shirley. Stay the course. Will the course be available on replay? Oh, yeah. No. It's a whole back end course. So you'll be able to watch at your leisure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It'll be, here's your package, watch it at your leisure. We'll have free webinars and there'll be there'll be things you can add on, and it's wonderful. It's basically what we said to Shirley and to Gina. We are just given the tools to give you the confidence to get out there and crush it with and lower that stress and that fear that holds us back. from
and
excelling.
Take your, consistency to that 8, 9, 10 level, so that it feels easy, so that it just feels easy.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's crazy because I'm thinking back on all of the modules. There's so much information.
There's so many. Oh my God, there's so many. Like I was just thinking, we're talking about confidence, and we talk about getting the negative thoughts you need to get rid of, and the thoughts you need to put in there.
It's a whole module.
We're not on prepping and not panic pricing, and my favorite is just staying in the moment and having fun. Because when I'm in the moment and I'm having fun and not panicking, it shows in my live sale, and everyone's having fun, and people that have fun want to buy and want to come back to you, because we all want to have fun. And if we're scared and panicking, it shows, and nobody's going to have a good time, and you're going to get discouraged. And that's what we want to avoid, because you're going to be like, I can't do this. No, you can do this.
It's true. It's true. A great example is Jen Becker went live last night, and I need to message her directly because she might not ever hear this, but she went live. She had, a great, like, first 35 minutes, 45 minutes. And then people were like, oh, I got to hop off, whatever. And she kept rocking it. Every piece was effing gold.
Yeah.
How she was talking about it, like her emotional relationship to it. Her daughter was interrupting because her husband was down. And the fact that Evie was interrupting was just adding to the whole thing. Yeah. And I haven't gone back to watch a replay, but I have every intention of going back and watching a replay because her energy was just there. And I'm just like, and the pieces were awesome, but just added more to it. So anyway, we could ramble. We love this topic. Odelia, thank you so much.
Yes, of course.
We have a lot to do in the next 33 days because I just realized it's 33 days away. But
oh my God. Okay.
Guys, this course opens up. The information opens up. May 1st. That's all I have to say. Get on the wait list.
Yes, get on the wait list, and hashtag replay if you're watching this later. And lots more to help with, lots more to give. Yeah.
Lots more. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish preparing for my live sale. I'll see you.
That's right.
At 8:30. I've got my neon.
Woo! Oh my gosh, I love it.
Scarred on. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Had a cup of coffee at 5:00, so I'm. And we will both see you guys again soon here on Vintage and Luxe Boss Babes.
Bye.
Bye, guys.